'Tis the season to shine with H&M. Discover the holiday collection and find fashionable pieces for your wardrobe or for under the tree. Get inspired and dazzle with this year's glam. From tuxedo styles, bow detailed pieces, impressive prints, and more. From unforgettable looks to unforgettable gifts. With fashion finds to home decor, find it all at H&M. Treat your loved ones and yourself this season. Shop in-store or at hm.com.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. You just heard those beep sounds that you just heard was me turning on my fan. I started feeling a little bit warm, so I was like, you know what? I need to turn this fan on. So, anyways, today's podcast. This one is not going to be a day late or anything. I don't even know what had happened to where I didn't record my last podcast on time. I try to keep it daily, but yesterday I messed up. And I messed up numerous times, actually. Kept doing numerous takes of just one podcast. And overall didn't upload it in time. So it was a little late. Excuse me. I just had me some soda and some chicken strips, and so the after burps, they're taking an effect, but it ain't gonna stop me from this podcast. No, if I mess up, so what? I really don't care anymore at this point. I just think everybody needs to know that about me. I tend to mess up a lot. I feel like I didn't said that in the past few podcast episodes, because there's that one where I don't mess up, and I then built up this confidence where I could do another one and I messed up on something. So yeah, and this one, if I mess up, actually, no, wait a second, hold on. This is, because what episode am I on? Because I think I uploaded the 10th episode for the last season, which was season 3. Yup, this is season 4 of my podcast. Dang, that is crazy, man. That's seriously, so, I ain't lasted this long. I'm 4 seasons now, and I feel like, should I, update the episodes, make them longer or something? I don't know. I'll see when the time is right and things where I have time to just focus on everything. But anyways, yeah. Welcome to season 4 of the TMossBoss show. So in this, I feel like each episode is just going to get more deep, more intense. I feel like I gotta talk about more serious subjects, and then from time to time, just have some goofy episode or something. But in this episode, it's going to probably be one of the most deepest episodes I think I can possibly put out there and stuff. And yeah, falling in love. Now, everybody falls in love at some point in time in their life, myself included. I've fallen in love twice in my life. Actually, yeah, I've fallen in love twice in my life. I feel the two, I put a lot of time into it, time thinking, how can I approach this situation and things, and hopefully something good happens at the end of it. Yeah, twice in my life. There's probably other people where it didn't happen to them more, or they've never fallen in love. If you've never fallen in love, I really hope that you fall in love with the right person. I mean, the person that loves you back. Don't, please, alright? I just really hope that you don't fall in love with the person that doesn't love you back. That's a tough pill to swallow. It seriously is. You falling in love with a person that doesn't love you back, that is a tough pill to swallow. You watch TV shows and movies, and then they make it seem like it's so easy and stuff. But man, if I seriously sat down and wrote a movie about love, I have it where it's they might make it seem like that it's just oh, you go out, fall in love with this person, they don't love you, then all of a sudden y'all are kissing in the rain and stuff. Movies they make that stuff so public and make it seem like that be actually happening things. I've never seen anybody kiss in the rain before, and I live in Seattle. So I'm that's what I'm saying, when they show stuff like that, The Notebook, prime example. it might that type of like love relationship, it might happen with people, but I'm gonna be giving you guys my side of the story, all right? Because when I see these movies, they're, to me, like, those movies are so misleading. Those movies are so misleading. That's why I don't really like romance movies anymore. Like, at the time, like, when I was younger, I didn't really think that care about them that much. I'm like, oh, okay, man's getting it on and things. It's like, like me, I don't know. I was that perverted kid where it's like if boobs popped up on the screen, I'm all like, oh, okay. This is how this movie is gonna go about and things. Like, I feel like once when boobs done got involved and the nakedness, then yeah, I feel like that's like you done fallen in love with that person. Now, I don't know, like as a kid, you don't really think like being serious. Okay, I just feel like I had to add some comedy in there and stuff, but being serious, like, yeah, as a kid, like, you don't really think too much about that, but I feel like as you get older, and me, it's like, I grew up, like, just watching nothing, like, but movies. I have to say that I've read a limited amount of books in my life, but, movies, like, I've been watching, there's movies that I've watched, like, from the 60s, like, actually, no, like, the earliest movie I'd say I watched was, like, movies from the 30s, and then up and above and stuff, but, yeah, like, but it's just like all of the romance movies I think I've seen, like, yeah, it's misleading. It's overall misleading. But, anyways, I'm gonna be telling you guys the 2 times I say I fall in love. Like, I don't know, I feel like I might have talked about this before on YouTube, but, if I didn't, then here I am. I feel like the recent one I might have not talked about, but, the first one, I think I've definitely talked about that on YouTube. But, so, anyway, the first time TMossBoss felt in love. So I was in high school. I met this girl in middle school, but I remember it was like my junior year. Then she came to my high school, and so I was gonna put the moves on her. I'm like, nah, like you have to understand, like I was not talking to any other like women or like girls at the time. Like, I only had my eyes on her. Like, only her and only her. And, like, and the thing is, I remember there was one girl I remember I was in middle school. Because I had met her in middle school. I was like, I knew something was, like, good about her. The first girl I fell in love with. And I was just like, something's about her like that. I'm like, nah, I gotta know more about you and things. And I mean, like, me and this girl, we hit it off. Like, we would have conversations that would last for days. Like, we had each other's backs. Like, it was seriously, like, people like actually had said that we will make a good couple and things. I guess just based off of like how like close we were with each other and things. And so, anyways, high school comes around. I'm 16, and dang, it was that long ago. It doesn't even seem like it was that. I mean, it does seem like it was a while ago, but then when I say it, I'm like, dang. I guess it was some time ago. But anyways, yeah, when I was 16, she came to my school. And so, I guess, like, I don't know, because, like, the middle part, it was just, like, me, like, really just building up to it. But I remember the day where it just straight up, like, just broke my heart. Like, that was like, man, seriously, heartbreaks, that's the worst, man. That is the worst. But anyways, I'm going all around the school because me and her, we both had the same lunch. So I'm going all around the school because I was like, no, I was going to just straight up just ask her out. I was like, forget this crap. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of like all this like leading up and planning and football plays and all that stuff. Like, no, I'm straight up just going to ask her out. Middle of school, everywhere. I wanted this to be like a romance movie. And no, my movie, it went a little different. So I'm going around the school, and I remember I went up to, like, it was a mutual friend, and I remember I asked her, I was like, hey, where's such and such? I'm looking for her. I got something to ask her and things. And she said she's seen her around, but she didn't know exactly where she was at, so I was like, dang, all right. So I'm sitting there, I'm still, like, running around. Then I was just like, you know what, forget it. Like, I'm just gonna go sit with my friends. There's only a few minutes left. Plus, I had classes, with her and things after lunch and stuff. And so, anyways, I'm sitting with my friends. They're all like, Tyler, where you been, man? Where you been? And I'm just, like, sitting there. I didn't want to tell them because I don't know. I didn't really know how to approach it, with the boys and stuff. So, something told me to look over. And we were, like, in this, like, smaller lunchroom. So, it was, like, you could still, like, kind of like see pretty much everybody in that smaller lunchroom and stuff. But something told me to look over. And I looked over, and seeing the worst thing a 16-year-old could possibly see. But there's a lot of like bad things a 16-year-old can see. I wouldn't say it's the worst thing, but one of the worst things a 16-year-old kid can see. But she was pretty much already in a relationship. She was holding hands with the guy. And yeah, 16-year-old me, I didn't know how to really handle that. Like, and it was just, like, really messed up. Like, dad got classes with her and stuff, and I kind of had, like, a game plan on what I was going to do and things, and so, I'll admit it, I cried. Like, I'm not going to sit there and cut stuff out, like, cut out the most important things. Like, no, I know somebody would ask me, like, did you cry? Oh, yeah. When I got home, I remember I was in my room, lights out, everything, and I think I had my TV on, but I was crying. I seriously, I was just like, oh man, like y'all should have seen me. I ain't never cried like that. Like, and the fact that it was like, I wasn't even getting whooped. Like, usually I cry like that when I'm getting whooped for something. But no, like, I wasn't even getting whooped, and I was crying. Like, I mean, it wasn't like loud, but it was like one of those like quiet cries, like a quiet but hard cry. Like, like a silent laugh, but you're laughing so hard your stomach hurts. It was like that, but in a crying version. I don't think my stomach was hurting, but no, it was a hard cry. And so I eventually did tell her and things, and I feel like overall, like, everything I had to say to her was just turned away. So that's why, like, stuff like that, when you go through things like that, and you, like, turn around and you go see Titanic 2, or The Notebook 2, or whatever romance movie out there that they blow up and things, but when you watch these romance movies and then it's like you're looking at your own experience, you're all like, these romance movies be so misleading. Seriously, all the way from the high school ones, all the way from the ones when they like 90 years old still in love with each other and things. Like, I'm like, man, I'm like just now kind of liking the Jim and Pam situation on The Office. Like, at first, I was just like, okay, like, get together, get it over with and things. And I'm like, I don't know, like, it's like, you get happy about it, but then overall, like, then you, like, go and pause Netflix, close up the computer, and then you're just facing reality, hearing the cars outside and everything else, and then having to just be an adult and stuff, because things like that, I don't know, like, overall, it's just, it's different. Like, I'm just gonna let people know right now, like, for those that you've never fallen in love before, and I don't know how old you are, you may be young, you may be old, but if you've never fallen in love and then you watch these romance movies, they're two different things. And so anyways, I remember I did explain to her how I felt, and then overall it just got turned away. And it's something where I'm like, I just had to see past it and things. I couldn't let it get to me and stuff. And And so no, here's the part that, like, it really, like, it made me more upset than anything. But I remember one day, because I had asked her, she told me that she didn't like me. And I remember I asked her, I was just like, well, why? Like, like, what's the problem? Like, because I'm like I said, like, me and this girl, we would talk for days, we were cool with each other, we were good friends and stuff. And I just was all like, why? Like, I mean, I feel like that I was a good person. Like, I don't know what I overall did wrong. And she told me that she can't date black guys. And I'm like, that's like, I had to scratch my head on that one, because I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like, hold on, like, let's go back a little bit. We're still friends, right? Like, I need to, like, understand this right now. Like, we're still friends, right? Because I'm like, did you just, like, join the clan and then let me know about it and things? Like, you were plotting to kill me or something? Like, what's the problem here? Like, what is this? Like, I know, I didn't know Ashton Kutcher would, like, punk people in their own, like, just random people. I thought he punked celebrities. I honestly thought, like, something was like I didn't know how to, like, overall respond to it. I respond to it in like anger and things, but I was just all like, nah, that's not normal and stuff. So I'm like, and I guess so. Here's the thing about that, because she's Hispanic, and so from what I heard from, like, a lot of Hispanic friends, that I guess Hispanic parents don't really like black people that much. And so that's why I'm all like, oh. So I'm like, because I remember I watched a video and things about Hispanic women dating black men. And yeah, overall, like, it was something where it's like parents, like, they didn't see too highly of her. Or they would get mad at their kids for doing something like that. And so I was like, oh, all right. Like, now that I know that, I'm like, oh, okay, well, then that makes sense and things. Like, I feel like that's like that with all parents, where they tell you not to date a certain race and things. But me, I was like, I was that rebellious kid. I didn't really listen to my parents. Like, my parents, they overall, I remember, like, they told me not to bring home a white woman because they I don't know, they just feel like she'll say some things or do some things, or just like they just seen like white people differently. But I guess me being born, I guess I showed them like there's a like what you guys dealt with, that's not everybody. All right. Sometimes I had to like sit down, have a motivational talk with my own parents, because I'm like, that's not everybody. All right, if you can have white friends, you can have a white wife, you can have a white husband, you can have a white kids, you can have anybody in your life that is different, like the different race is you. So that's why I'm like, that like you gotta like see past that. Like that's not everybody. Like everybody is not in the Klan, everybody is not racist, everybody, you know, like there's like I had to like tell them that sometimes. And I was just like, you know, like I overall, like I guess I can understand like you guys growing up in like the times that you grew up in things, but like that's far like back in history and things. It's completely different now. Like, yeah, you got people out there that still exist where they don't like black people and things, but do you really think it's possible for me to bring them home? Like, if I had like, I don't even think that would be possible for me to have a racist white like wife. Like somebody, like if that's possible, if you have a wife that is racist, okay, like to you, like if you're black and she calls you the N-word and she makes slavery jokes, calls you Kunta Kinte and stuff, then like I need to see that relationship first, just to believe it, and then to tell you like, bro, really, like everybody in this world you could have dated, that's you. Well, I mean, I guess if you fall in love with the person, that's what this whole podcast is about, falling in love. So if you fell in love with this person, then yeah, I guess you know, you I don't know, like I don't know how to really respond to that. But anyways, so second time, all right, so this time I'm a little like cautious about getting, like, I feel like now, like I don't know, like it's more so as like if I'm like them fell in love with a person, like I need to know that person feels the same way before I tell them anything. But yeah, this second situation, pretty much the same exact thing. Well, I mean, not with the whole boyfriend stuff, like she had a boyfriend and things, but no, it was like same exact thing. I opened up to this person, they overall turned it away, and so now at this point in time in my life, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's a sign that I need to like focus on myself and things. But it's like, it's kind of hard to, when a lot of the times, like, you know, when you take your eyes off of focus, because it's like you can only focus on yourself for so long. Eventually you have to like go out and do like other things, but it's like, it's just kind of hard where it's like, okay, you focus on yourself, then you take a little 10-minute break, and then all you see is everyone around you like holding hands, in love with each other, getting married, having kids, and then you're sitting there like, well, dang, like I could have been in that situation. I don't know, maybe it's like, I feel like overall, like that's just like God's plan for everybody. Like some are meant to be in relationships now, and then some are meant to be in relationships later and stuff. And so yeah, it's like I don't know, I guess like maybe I'm supposed to be in a relationship later and things, but it's like, dang, I kind of wish I wouldn't have like, alright, well, then again, like I guess it does like it taught me, I guess, how to like take that stuff, you know, like overall, like second time around. I know if anybody's gonna ask me, did you cry the second time? No, I did not cry the second time. So I just felt like I needed to throw that out there. No, I did not cry the second time. Although there was like times where I was just like, what is wrong with me? Like, what did I do to this world? Like, is it because I'm a YouTuber? Is it like my name? Like, you don't like my name? Like, I don't know what to do, you know? So that's why I'm all like, you know, at this point in time in my life, like, I just gotta focus on myself, be supportive, be positive, like, overall, like, yeah. Everybody's gonna probably be in relationships around me for the rest of my life. Who knows? If I fall in love when I'm like 40 years old, then I'm like, dang, well, hurry up that time, hurries and come soon and things. But if not, and who knows? Like, I might meet my match. And that's another thing, like dating apps and stuff. Because I know people gonna probably ask me, like, people have told me about dating apps. I hate dating apps. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I hate dating apps because, see, this. Why is my phone going off? Bro, they be sending me the same stuff over and over again. It ain't like I seen the flash, but I ain't really hear anything. But anyways, no, back to these dating apps. So I don't like the fact that they have you pay for who you matched with. And it's like you guys scroll through like 100 people to just figure out like who's your match. Then you'll swipe left on somebody because you're all like, oh nah, like they saying that they don't like dogs in their bio and things, but they swipe right on me. But I'm like, nah, I'm like, you gotta like dogs. Like, you gotta at least like look at a dog and be all like, oh, that's a cute animal and stuff. But no, it'd be like, and then that's the person where I'm like, well, they're matching me with the wrong people then. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be matched with these guys. And so that's what I'm like, yeah, dating apps, I feel like dating apps are misleading. Plus, you can get catfish. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen that show. But, yeah, I'm like, these apps, man, I don't know. I can't do with the dating apps and stuff. I think I had, like, one successful moment in a dating app and things. But overall, like, after, it was just like, but it wasn't even, like, I wouldn't even really say it was success. No, I take that back. It wasn't even successful. Like, I was getting ready to go all deep in detail with it, and then I started thinking about what I was going to say. And I was like, no, that wasn't successful. That wasn't successful at all. It could have been successful, but it wasn't successful. But, yeah, and then it's like with, like, Tinder and Bumble and then all these other, I'm like, nah. Like, it's like, y'all matching me. Half the time you guys are matching me with wrong people. And then if it is the right person, then it's like I got to pay like $9.99 a month and things. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying somebody to figure out who I'm in love with and things. If anything, I'll hack that app and figure out who it is and stuff. But, I mean, I don't got the time to be doing all that extra stuff. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm an old-fashioned person. I feel like I got to, like, meet this girl face to face. All right. And, yeah, then overall just all like this. See what goes on from there. But the whole dating app things, I'm like, nah, I can't do it. Then there's times where I'm seeing my friends, I'm like, I know that, nah, this ain't, nah, like, this ain't gonna, it's like, I don't know, like, I mean, I can't say that it won't work out, but I'm just like, it's weird seeing your friends on a dating app. Like, who knows, maybe that is my match, maybe that's who's supposed to be in things, but yeah, it's like, it's those dating apps, man. Then there's like, the reason why I deleted those apps is because I remember they said I had like 4 women that matched with me. And I kept swiping. Like, I kept swiping right on a lot of women. And then it got to the point where it said, oh, you swipe right on pretty much every woman in the world. And now you're going to have to wait a little bit later until somebody else creates an account on here. And then the 4 matches are still there. So I'm like, okay, the 4 matches are still there. You guys are saying that I can't swipe anymore. What am I supposed to do from here? You see, that's why I'm all like, then you guys want me to pay, and I'm not even like, what? And I'm sit there and give you guys my money, and then there ain't nothing there and things. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. So that's why I'm like, no, they need to have it where it's like most companies in most places, you know, you get a free month. All right. So anyways, yeah, then watch. Then they'll have it where all the matches won't show up until that after that month and things. I'm like, man, see, dating apps and all these places like just worried about the money and stuff. I'm like, you guys. Man, that's why I'm all like, falling in love, it is a hard thing. Especially if you're in my situation, alright, where you've watched so many movies and then you have this vision and things and then it just ends up being the wrong vision. That's why I'm like, you know what, to everybody out there, if you haven't fallen in love with, like, or if you haven't fallen in love with somebody, or it's like you haven't met your match and all that stuff, I really hope you do, and I really hope that that's the person that you end up spending the rest of your life with. I hope you don't get, like, halfway through it, and then you guys end up having a breakup or a divorce and things. Like, I've seen that with people and stuff, and I'm like, man, it's just sad. You know, it's sad. It's just like you be rooting for these guys, and you all like, dang, like, you know, kudos to you. You guys are like, y'all, like, got something, and then it's like, then you just see it, like, a breakup and things. Like, I know it's like that with celebrities, too. Like that's why I'm like, some celebrities, I know it was like for my celebrity couple, I'm like, I hope that they don't break up. Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner. Now, I will admit, I did have like a little Kylie Jenner at some point in time in my time on the internet. She was a Women Crush Wednesday a few weeks. But, like seeing like her and Travis Scott and things, I'm like, you know what? Because a lot of people are probably like, oh, Travis Scott ain't good for her. I'm rooting for them. And I remember there was a time where it was, they were trying to say that he was out sleeping around or cheating and things. And it was some like YouTubers and stuff creating like making a prank and things. I'm like, man, you guys. Then another couple, Offset and Cardi B. What other couples out there? Kim and Kanye, of course. I feel like that's it. Like I was like, but yeah, I just like, you just see like how much these people are in love with this person, and it's all like, yeah, you just really hope that it doesn't, like, anything just doesn't get messed up. Like you want to see these people all the way up until like they're like old days when they old and stuff, like, they in the old folks home or whatever they're at and stuff. But anyways, yeah. And then what else was I gonna say? I feel like I was gonna say something else, but I feel like overall I said everything I need to say. I might just end up repeating myself and things, and I really don't want to do that. So anyways, yeah, you fall in love with the person, hopefully they feel the same way, I guess. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. Yeah, I guess like if you have any questions and stuff, you can always like hit me up on social media and things and ask me like, oh, what do I do in this situation, or what do I do? And yeah, I'll try to like answer it the best way I can. Also, if you're purchasing tickets on the this is like my little promotional part and things, but if you're purchasing tickets on SeatGeek for the first time, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss, spelled the same exact way it is in the title of my podcast. But yeah, use my promo code TMossBoss, get $20 off your first purchase. So, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. If you're viewing this on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're viewing this on the podcast streaming website or app, make sure you subscribe or follow me and things for a future podcast and stuff. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching or listening, and peace.